Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Do you hear that, Sid? There's a man in the woods.
What's up, YouTube? It's Saturday night. You tuned Ty's Life. I'm about to be doing a review on Michael Jordan stats you have to see to believe. I was requested this before to do this video, so yeah, I'm gonna react to it. You can't really see me because I have technical difficulties with my camera, but I'm gonna do a voiceover and do a review, and yeah, just give my comments about this video and let me know if you want me to watch more videos like this, and just yeah, recommend them in the comments. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, stay blessed, stay lit. Let's get it.
Want to know a crazy Michael Jordan stat? In Chicago Bulls franchise history, there have been 907 30-point games by players not named Michael Jordan. MJ alone has 537, over half as much as the entire franchise. It's kind of insane, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Over the 58-year history of the Bulls, there's been a total of 89 non-Jordan 40-point games, and MJ nearly doubles that with 165. And when it comes to 50-point games without MJ, the franchise has had just 7. Michael Jordan has 30. MJ wasn't just a Chicago Bull. He is the Chicago Bulls. And I feel the need to remind you that the man played less than 20% of all games in the franchise's history. Yet he's won them every championship they've ever had. He brought them culture, value, and prestige while absolutely annihilating their record book. And one of many stats that you have to see to believe.
Welcome to PointsBet Canada. Bet on a game and player props live. In the future, or even in safe.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6.
Got him.
Chicago with the lead.
What a win. Number 6.
One thing that separates Jordan from the all-time greats is his ability to go to another level when the stakes are at the highest. I mean, when a dude can average 30 a game during the regular season and significantly increase his scoring average during the playoffs, you know the guy is different. In fact, here are the top 5 players with the most 50-point games during the regular season in NBA history. Wilt is in his own league, but Jordan sits in second, followed by Kobe, Harden, and Baylor. Now, if we check who has the most 50-point games in NBA playoff history, MJ and Wilt are the only 2 that remain. This time, Jordan takes the top spot. When it comes to scoring at the most important time of the year, MJ goes into another dimension.
And this is why people say that Jimmy Butler has like the same DNA as Jordan. And they're saying that that's Jordan's son, but like his long lost son, because when it gets to the playoffs, they have like the same DNA, they have the same temperament. Because like when they get to the playoffs, they come in, they look like a totally different player, even though Jordan is Jordan in the season. But Jordan in the season is totally different than Jordan in the playoffs. Jordan in the playoffs, his temperament, his aggressiveness, his mentality, he takes it to another level, even more than he plays in the season. And when he plays in the season, he's terrorizing players. But in the playoffs, he's always on his game, just like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler in the season, he's okay, he's cool, he's a decent player, and he gets to the playoffs, he's a superstar. So it's like it's the same type of temperament. When it gets to the playoffs, it's time to go. It's time to turn on the Jets. That's the same. That's why they compare them so much. Like Jimmy Butler's not on his level, but when he plays in the playoffs, he has the same mentality, and he's dominating teams like Jordan would do in the playoffs for certain series. and then he probably will lose a series or whatever. But like when the series that he wins and he has control over, and sometimes it's like, all right, like he's just playing the better team. But like Jimmy Butler himself as an individual player, he has the same temperament as Jordan in the playoffs. Let me know what you think about that. If you agree with what everybody's saying about how Jimmy Butler and Jordan are similar in the playoffs, let me know. Yeah, give me your take on that in the comments.
However, this isn't the stat that you have to see to believe. We gotta go a little deeper. Because what makes Jordan's 8 50-point playoff games so baffling is the fact that in his entire playoff career, he's had just 6 games with less than 20 points. The dude is more likely to drop 50 than he is to score less than 20 during the postseason. It doesn't even seem possible.
That's a crazy stat.
During the playoffs, the games are much slower. There's less possessions, more fouls, defenses tighten up, and the intensity and pressure is at the highest, making scoring much harder to come by. Despite this, the odds that Jordan drops 50 are higher than the odds that he scores less than 20. It's a ridiculous stat. Regular season Michael Jordan is on another planet. 50 are higher than the odds that he scores less than 20. It's a ridiculous stat. Regular season Michael Jordan is on another planet, but playoff Michael Jordan is in a whole other galaxy. He might just be the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. Come here, on your head. He always terrorizes Russell, man, especially for game winners. This video's crazy. These edits are nuts.
In my opinion, the best way to compare players from different eras is to measure their accomplishments. So their total number of MVPs, Rookie of the Years, Sixth Man of the Years, championships, All-Star Game MVPs, Finals MVPs, and Defensive Player of the Year awards. Basically, the most prestigious trophies a player can earn throughout his career. And if we were to tally the total for some of the game's greatest players, it would look like this. Hitting double digits is an accomplishment in itself. Magic filled up his trophy case in a short 13-year career. LeBron sits at third with 16 total trophies. Bill Russell edges him out by 1 thanks to his 11 rings. And of course, the top spot belongs to MJ. Jordan is ahead by a sizable gap. And when you take into account that he accomplished all of this in just 15 seasons, you understand why people call him the GOAT. Now, this is just part 1 of this stat. Part 2 showcases how Jordan stacked up so many trophies so quickly. In NBA history, there have been 14 occurrences where a player won the MVP, the championship, and the Finals MVP in the same season. Of those 14, Michael Jordan pulled it off 4 times, as many times as second and third combined. Pretty insane, but let's take it a step further. This is every player who's won the MVP, the scoring title, the championship, and the Finals MVP in the same season. Kareem did it in 1971, Shaq in 2000, and Jordan in 91, 92, 96, and 98. Twice as many times as every other player in the history of the NBA combined. MJ's sustained dominance during the regular season and the playoffs is incomparable to any other all-time great, and so was his trophy case. This guy might be the GOAT.
Yo, he's cutting that part off. He is the GOAT. Come on now. Okay.
Meet Polyev. At 31, he qualified for a taxpayer-financed pension.
Evans. He looks. He gives to Jordan.
Trade ball. I'm not trade ball. Mid-range.
The game's over, and the Bulls have won. Jordan beat him at the buzzer with a jump shot in the circle, and Chicago.
If we went through every single insane Michael Jordan stat, this video could be up to an hour long. So we're gonna use this rapid fire segment to rail off a handful of Jordan stats that you have to see to believe. In 1990, MJ and the Bulls started out the season on a 3-game losing streak, and from that day forward, Michael Jordan never lost 3 games in a row for the rest of his career in Chicago. That's a streak of 626 games without losing 3 straight. For context, the second longest streak is by Steph Curry at 314 games. It's insane. In 1988, Mike became the first player in NBA history to win the Defensive Player of the Year award and average over 30 points per game in the same season. He averaged 35. To win the Defensive Player of the Year award and average over 30 points per game in the same season.
That feat is nuts. Like, that's dominating on both sides at its max. Honestly, that is crazy. You're the best defender in the league, and you're the best scorer in the league. Jordan, 30 points per game, and you're playing defense and scoring 30. No one else in the league can do that. Everybody else that's probably scoring as much as him, or maybe scoring more than him, is not playing the defense he's playing, and not putting effort into the defensive end as he is. So I can't say that they're a better scorer, because they're not putting the effort in the other side and coming down and still getting a bucket.
Average 35. At the end of the 88-89 season, Sam Vincent, the Bulls' point guard, was struggling to get the offense going. So Chicago's coaching staff decided to experiment with Michael Jordan at point guard for the remaining 24 games. And Jordan averaged 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists during that stretch.
Wow.
Also notching 12 triple-doubles. When given the chance, Jordan can do everything.
Yeah. That's crazy.
In the 1991 finals, MJ became the third player in league.
MJ could be the best point guard of all time if he wanted to be. Crazy. Is that a hot take? Is that a good take? Because honestly, I feel like he could have been the best all-around point guard if he wanted to be. He could have averaged a triple-double if he wanted to. I might be reaching. Let me know in the comments.
History to average over 11 assists per game in an NBA Finals. It was an all-time great playmaking display. 2
And they
years
say
later,
Jordan doesn't
he averages
pass.
41 points per game in the 1993 Finals. The highest points average in a Finals series ever. Given the chance, he can do everything.
He can do everything. He's the GOAT.
In his entire playoff career, Jordan has been outscored in only one playoff series, and it happened as a rookie in his first postseason appearance. Milwaukee's Terry Cummings scored 118 points. MJ scored 117. He only got outscored once, and it was by 1 point.
Yeah,
I can
crazy.
go on for hours. Jordan has stats on stats on stats, and those are some of his best. It honestly makes me believe he's the
People were afraid of him. We were his teammates and we were afraid of him.
That wasn't Michael Jordan out there. That was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
The dude looked like Jesus Christ to me.
And I looked at him, and for the first time in my life, a human being didn't look real to me. Like, I literally seen his aura.
Catch the ball when I threw it to you. I just threw it to you.
Ignore this guy. He's got the room and he's overplaying.
The fear factor of MJ was so thick.
This is a great video.
BetMGM
honestly.
Casino, the casino born in Vegas.
This inspired me to make videos like this. This is
We all
a great
know
video.
Michael Jordan is the NBA's best playoff performer. It's not much of a debate, and over the course of the video, we've seen that the numbers prove it. But if there's any doubt out there, I saved this stat for last, because when I first saw it, I didn't even think it was real. This is my ace in the hole.
The last stat. Yo,
There
this
have been
guy can
numerous
edit.
high-scoring
Oh my
playoff
gosh.
series over the course of
Whoever's
NBA
editing his
history.
videos,
Wilt Chamberlain
crazy.
put up over 38 a game in round 1 of the 1960 playoffs. Jimmy Butler was electric in round 1 against the Bucks just over a year ago. LeBron went nuclear. He averaged 38.5 points in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals. And Shaq was doing Shaq things in the 2000 Finals. There are countless Tier 1 playoff performances, but none of them can match up with these. Those are the highest scoring playoff series in NBA history. Elgin Baylor and Rick Barry averaged over 40 in the 1962 and 1967 finals. Bernard King went crazy, and Jerry West has the highest scoring average in any playoff series ever at 46.3 points per game. But that's just 4 of the top 10. Here's the rest. Or should I say, here's MJ. Michael Jordan has 6 of the 10 highest scoring playoff series in NBA history, all of them coming in at over 50% from the field. A stat so absurd that you have to see
Crazy
to believe. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did,
I enjoyed
subscribing.
this video. This was
I'm
a
making
great
videos
video.
every week, and I'd really appreciate the support. Oh, and I've been meaning to say this throughout the video. I really think Jordan's the GOAT.
Jordan's the GOAT. You ain't gotta cut that out. But that was a great video.
Michael Jordan scored 50.
Post 2K. He is very good at making videos. Reminds me of Jimmy High Roller. I honestly enjoy this more than Jimmy High Roller. Personally, my opinion. Honestly, this is very good. The editing, the breakdown of Jordan, the stats, the crazy stats that like prove that he's the GOAT. Just the stats that you wouldn't even think of. The 30-point average, and then also being the defensive player of the year. Like, who else could do that? Like, come on. Was there anybody else that did that? I don't believe so. If there was, let me know in the comments. He's the GOAT. The fact that for the last 24 games he was the point guard and averaged a triple-double and like a 12 assists. What? He could have been the greatest point guard of all time if he wanted to be. Like, he could have averaged a triple-double or closer to that. Like, he would have ended the debate with LeBron, who's a better overall player. Jordan would have been a better overall player, but Jordan decided to dominate the offensive end and plus on defense too. Honestly, he is an all-around player, but it's just the assists, the rebounds, it's like not up to par with Bron. But he can rebound and assist, but he's doing what he needs to do for his team: score and play defense. He did it at a high level, at a high clip. He's the GOAT, honestly, from that. And that brought him 6 championships. So come on now. That man is the GOAT. Yeah, if you like this video, the video is very good. 10 out of 10, that's my review. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share if you want more videos like this. Let me know in the comments. Recommend any videos in the comments. Let me know. Stay blessed, stay lit, and I'm out.
Now stay tuned for your daily
But when you go
devotion.
camping, you build a fire, and then you get as close as you possibly can. That feels good. That feels good. And then you go away from the fire. And today in 2019, that's what a lot of believers look like, is that we come to gatherings and we come to conferences and we come to events and we get as close as we can to the fire, but then we run away and we never actually jumped into the fire. We never got consumed by the fire. See, one of the scariest places you will find yourself is to think you are on fire, but come to find out you were just sensing the heat from everyone else around you. Following Jesus is not a trend. Following Jesus is a call, and it's a decision to first die that you might find real life. And tonight, with just a short amount of time that I have, I believe that Jesus is calling us. He did not come for a religion. He came to establish a long-lasting, real, vibrant relationship with you. He loves you. He has a plan for you. But it was Jesus who said, if you come and follow me, you must deny yourself, pick up your cross. You must die that you might find life. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world but forfeit his soul? And tonight I wonder if you're in this room, if you're in this place, maybe you have come to a place that you think that you can, with your money, purchase your soul. You can't. You think with your status you can purchase your soul. You can't. Your fame can't purchase your soul. Your education can't purchase your soul. There is only one who satisfies your soul, and it's the same one who purchased your soul. His name is Jesus Christ. Come on, somebody give him praise in this place.